Hey everyone, it is Miranda from Diamond Painting with the Besties. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well today. It is Thursday and welcome to my first whip and chat of 2024. This has been a very highly requested video, and again, you know, I'm always apologizing because I'm not the best at doing whip and chats. I usually like to wait until I have a lot of stuff to tell you guys because I really do the same thing every single day. But today I have some fun stuff to share with you. And I thought I would do something a little different. It has been a very long time since I have introduced myself or talked about myself and who I am and how long I've been diamond painting, all that fun stuff. And I've met a lot of new people, and they probably haven't gone all the way back to 2020 when I first did that. So first, I'm going to talk about what I am using. And if you're new, I'm sorry. Whip and Chat stands for WIP, work in progress, and chatting, where I am going to talk and hang out with you guys. And I am currently working on Myrtle Ho 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 by Richard Lorenz from Diamond Art Club, and I am doing it for the Richard Lorenz 2024 event hosted by Cindy. It's over in the Richard Lorenz Facebook group. And it's been a lot of fun, and I am very happy with my progress. I currently have 8 sections left, and I can't really reach up here, so I'm just going to, without my recording arm, so I'm just going to work on this little section. Hopefully I am in frame enough. I'm just going to work on this little section right here. Hopefully you guys can see I'm like all touching. I can't really tell. Because there's a lot of color blocking and I'll be able to work. I get really easily distracted. I'm not really using anything fancy. I'm just using my tray, and I believe this is from Bijou Bliss. I think that's the name. I really love their trays. They have magnets on them. This is like Halloween. I just really have a Mod Podge of stuff going on. I'm not really matchy today or for this particular one. And I try to be because I like to accessorize. I am using this really cute tray that my dear friend Suzette made for me. And I've got some drills in there for this spare color. And then I'm using these 2 pens. This one is from Jim's Handmade Pens. I believe this one is from Turning a Dream, if I remember correctly. I just changed my wax. I am using Alien Putty in here. And if you guys have not ever heard of it before, I will go ahead and link it below. This has been in here for like, I mean, it's pretty dried out now, but this has been in here since I started this. And last night it just started losing its stickiness. So it's been in here since the beginning of January when I started this event. Yeah, so that, and I just have my drills, in an Elizabeth Ward storage container, and then I didn't have any other stuff available, so I am using just my Harbor Freight for that. So I am going to turn on the light because I need a light pad. So I hope that's not too bright for you guys. I'm going to try and bring this up just a little bit, and I'm going to just cut and pull it up from the bottoms because I don't want to have too much exposed. I got this little cutter on Amazon. They're great. It's like I got like a 10-pack or an 8-pack, and it was like $7, I think. So let's get started, you guys. Like I said, I hope everyone is doing well. My year is starting off very well. I am happy about that. Lots and lots of doctor appointments, unfortunately. I'm having a lot of stuff going on, but I'm finally taking care of me. Let me pull a color. I think I'm going to start with black, just because it's this little section right down here. So what I'm going to talk about today, I'm just going to talk a little bit about me, who I am, what I'm about, how long I've been diamond painting, certain things like that, how I started this channel, just real quick. And then I'm going to talk about some exciting new things that are coming to the channel. Now, if you hear some craziness, the cats are playing. I got them a bunch of new toys. And if you hear any walking around, that's probably just Bella coming out of her room. No big deal. So, like I said, hi, my name is Miranda. And let's see, what about me? I think I'll just start. I'm originally from New York, about 2.5 hours north of Manhattan, so that's considered upstate. And I've grown up there my entire life. After high school, I joined the Navy, and I was in the Navy for 20 years. I retired back in 2014. So now it's been 9 years already, which I find completely insane. But that's what I've done my entire adult life. Well, not my entire, but like a lot of my adult life. And I was an engine and fuel systems mechanic in the Navy. And I worked on engines for anything from an E2, C-130, E2, F-18s. So a little mismatch of stuff, a whole bunch of different types of engines and to go on different aircrafts. And, but I did take a little break, not from the Navy, but from my job, and did some special duty. Was a drill instructor for 4 years up at Great Lakes, because that is where the Navy boot camp went. I didn't go there for boot camp. I went to boot camp in Orlando, Florida, which is no longer open. And the sad thing is like, that is no longer open. And Brunswick, Maine, where I was stationed, that is no longer a Navy base anymore. And yeah, that's kind of a bummer when you're like old to be like, oh my God, that base is closed, or that ship is decommissioned, or that squadron is retired, or what have you. It's crazy to think about. But I was a drill instructor up at Great Lakes. And then, so my first duty station was in Norfolk, Virginia. Then I went to Brunswick, Maine. Then I went all the way across the country to Oak Harbor, Washington. So Whidbey Island, then to Great Lakes, Illinois, and then out here to the air station in Lemoore, California. I have been on 2 different aircraft carriers. I've done a bunch of deployments, and then my very last duty station was still in Lemoore, California, which is 40 minutes south of Fresno. It's the only place that I've stayed for more than one tour. And then I retired. And so anyway, my last tour was as an instructor, where I taught my job, so engine and fuel related systems, and electrical troubleshooting kind of career class, they call it. And I taught confined space, which is anything from, well, in the civilian world, there's confined space. Silos are confined space. Sewers are confined space. But for me, it was basically fuel cell maintenance and safety of fuel cell maintenance. Then when I retired, so while I was there, I was in the Navy my last tour, I hurried up and got my first bachelor's degree. And then when I retired, I applied for my county out here to be a probation officer. But while I was waiting for all of that to go through, I worked at the Search and Rescue Squadron in Lemoore on the SH-60. The Navy has SH-60 helicopters. And then I did probation for about 10 months and realized that, you know what, this is not the job for me. I do not make enough to deal with this. It's just not for me. So then I went to then I took some time off. I went to school. I got a second bachelor's degree and started my master's degree. And then I started working at where I work now. And that is, I work up in Fresno at the Army National Guard as a contractor working on the UH-60 Blackhawk helicopters. And I've also worked on the CH-47 Chinook. I prefer the Blackhawk. So I basically do the same thing. I'm an aircraft mechanic. It's what I know. I tried a job where I wasn't, and I was like, my dad's like, why don't you use your degree? Why don't you use your master's degree? So I did work from home for a little bit, right when COVID was in full force, and worked from home, writing and modernizing curriculum for the Navy. Ironically, the Navy jobs that my team had was my job in the Navy, so that made it a little easier, but it was not for me, you guys. Yeah, my job is definitely exhausting and hard on my body, but it's what I know. It's what, I like. I want to be able to go to work and just work. And do I run into some tricky stuff? Yep, because, aircraft are temperamental. So anyway, that's what I do. I have two daughters, Isabella, who is 18, and then my oldest daughter, Gina, is 28. She lives in Southern Ohio, and I have two and one on the way grandchildren. I have an 8-year-old granddaughter named Rowan, and then I have a 2-year-old granddaughter, well, 2.5 now, and her name is Reagan, and Gina is expecting a little boy in March, and that will be the final grandbaby. So I am excited. I'm going, this summer, I'm going to go out and see them. So I'm very excited about that. And I was planning on going in June, but my 30-year high school reunion is coming up. And I'm just like, oh my God, 30 years, right? I have not gotten to go to any of the milestone reunions that my classes had because I was either deployed or I just couldn't get out there to New York. It's really hard. And if I want a super awesome deal, I have to drive to LA, and then, and then it's like 3 hours away. And normally, like on a weekend, that's no big deal. But after you're traveling, especially across the country, the last thing you want to do is when you land is drive another 3 hours. Sometimes you get lucky and you get really good deals. So that's why I am starting to look, kind of now. But anyway, my younger daughter just graduated high school this last June, and she is now attending community college. We have a very good college out here, College of the Sequoias, with an amazing swim team, and she is enjoying it so much, and so that makes me very happy that she is so happy. So that's basically what I do now is I go to work, go to my butt ton of doctor appointments, and I am dropping slips left and right because I'm not missing one of these swim meets. It's weird because I'm so used to them being on the weekends or in the afternoon, but these particular ones are like during the middle of the day. Like the one next week on next Thursday, that one is at 4. But the next day on Friday, it's at 11. So I have to drop a slip. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to take the entire day off or if I'm just going to go into work till like 10 and then take off. Not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with that. But anyway, I have stuff all planned out and I'm really, really excited. So, diamond painting. So, I started diamond painting in April of 2020. I remember seeing my best friend Brad. He lives down in the Central Coast, so, well, more southern, Southern California, but So he lives near Oxnard, and, you know, we have bestie weekend as much as we can. It's a lot better now that he's done with nursing school. But anyway, I went down, Bella and I went down there one weekend. I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And he's like, it's diamond painting. And I had never heard of it. And then I was all like, no tea, no shade, but dang, like, why did you not fill me in on this? Because we've been best friends for like, now it's like 25 years. And he was like, I don't know. So, you know, he was working on a Diamond Art Club, and I was like, oh, wow. And that's at the time when Diamond Art Club had nowhere near as many kits. And I know that they were around even before I started diamond painting. So they really didn't have much. And of course, a lot of stuff was out of stock because everybody was stuck at home. But I got one, and I was very, very ambitious because I believe my very first one, I'm going to go check it right here. No, I think it's around. But it was the New York City skyline. That was my very first one, but it was huge. It had all that white color blocking in the back. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was just like, oh my God, this looks like crap. How did you get yours? He's like, don't worry, bestie. It'll get easier. You will get better. And from then on, I was hooked. Well, then, like a year into it or whatever, I was like, we talked about it, and it would be like, oh my God, it would be so much fun, like, to make a channel, wouldn't it be? And we had it all planned out. And, you know, we will piggyback off each other, and we discuss who's going to do what and unbox, because we do get a lot of the same kits, and nobody wants to see. But the idea was like, oh my God, it'd be so much fun to do this, and like, nobody will know, like, they'll just see like diamond painting with the besties, but they're not going to know which one of us is really presenting the video or filming a video until they actually watch it. And it was something unique and fun. And so we announced it. I think we went live on Instagram and announced that we were going to do it, and everything started like really, really great. Well, then he started nursing school, and it was just literally like me. And I don't know how I did it because I was just so busy with everything else, but I did. And then, you know, and I did miss my bestie terribly, but afterwards, and he started working, you know, when he was working really hard, we finally had a heart-to-heart about it, because like, I wanted to share in this, but like, I didn't know where he was at and if he even wanted to do this. And I told him, like, if you don't want to do this anymore, like, I totally understand. You're busy, you're working. He likes other crafts as well. And he was like, you know, he was so worried that he was going to hurt my feelings. And I was like, bestie, like, I'm seriously not even going to trip if you don't want to do this anymore. And so that was that. So last year I actually thought about it, and I did a, you know, I talked about it in another whip and chat about, like, should I change my channel name? And everyone was like, no, because we all know you like this. And I don't know if it was Shanta or if it was Cynthia. It was somebody, and I was like, they were like, well, it's like all of us are your besties now. And it just clicked. And I was like, you are so right. And so I was like, I'm going to definitely keep the name. But yeah, so this is my 4th year of diamond painting. It's going to be, it's like crazy how much I've changed, how much things have changed, how much bigger stash I have. But I'm still loving it and enjoying it. And do I have as much time as I want? No, I don't. There's some days I don't even get to diamond paint, and I just feel like, oh my God. I absolutely drives me nuts. Like, because I feel like I don't get any me time. So when I get to just sit down and diamond paint, that's like my me time. And like, it just relax, and that's what it does what it's supposed to, right? It relaxes us. I also like feel like whenever I enter an event, and I know that some of them you don't need to finish or whatever, but that's how I end up getting so many whips, right? I had so many kits, and I always vow that I would always just finish them. Well, that doesn't happen because sometimes if I'm frustrated and I don't get to finish, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take a break from this, and then I don't ever go back to it, or it's a long time before I go back to it. And I don't like that. I want to finish, especially on time. I know it's not the big deal. I know it's not a race, but you guys, you know. And another thing, the friends I have made and the people I have met and everyone that has tuned into my channel, I would have never thought this in a million years. So a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago or so, I hit 3,000 subscribers. So thank you to all of you for that. And now I'm comfortably above it because I always worry like I'm going to totally jinx myself. Did I say that this was a square diamond painting kit? It is. And I'm actually surprised how, even though there's confetti, the way it's rendered, how easy it is. And not to change the subject, I'm going to be a little sidetracked. How I do things, you know, I have to section it off. I mean, I give props to all of you that can just... as Life with Lindsay says, free range diamond paint. I can't do that because I get anxiety and I get sidetracked and I'm just like, oh, I was supposed to be working on this. I don't know why I poured so many of these drills in here either. But anyway, I need it sectioned off for some sort of organization and for me to see some progress. So I feel validated, I guess. And... I don't even know where to see it now. I'm having a senior moment. Oh, so what? Oh, I remember now. Sorry about that. So what I do is I pick. I'm in my section, right? All here. So I'm in my section, and I pick a color, and I do that entire color first. So I don't like, I tried to, but then of course I missed a couple down here. But that's what I do. I just pick one color and I used to go row by row by row. And I was like, why am I doing that? I feel like I'm wasting so much time. I don't feel like I'm getting anything done. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm not like, just, you guys aren't staring at something blank because I honestly can't see because of my recording arm. Anyway, and that's how I do it. But the people that I have met and the friends that I have made have been absolutely amazing. You guys have helped fill kind of a void because, you know, I do have my boyfriend Bryant and his dad out here, but my aunt, my closest relative is in San Diego. Then I'm very close with Bella's cousin, so her dad's sister. Trust, her dad and I are not close. I don't even speak to him. But anyway, so Bella's grandparents and aunt and stuff and cousins, they live like 3 hours north of us. So that is nice. But like my parents are all the way in New York. My oldest, like I said, is in Ohio. So we're kind of spread everywhere. And it's just really, really hard. Especially when you only get a certain amount of vacation and then you've got to figure out and divide stuff up because part of me wants to go home. Then I'm like, but I want to see my grandkids. But then I'm like, oh my God, my parents are getting older. But I'm like, I'm trying to have this relationship, you know, have relationships with my grandkids, which is super important. And Gina and the girls and Will did come, my son-in-law did come out here for Bella's graduation. So I was so thankful for that. Like everybody was together. My parents, my kids, it was awesome. My grandkids, Brian's dad even came for just a little, it was kind of like a party, but not really. It's just like more of a get together, I would say. Because I wasn't trying to do anything big because I still wanted to like enjoy it. And Brian was such a big help. He really was like, He helped me out so much. And then, of course, Brad and his mom, because that is like legit my family right there. Brad and I, like thick as thieves. We actually just had a bestie weekend. And that was really, really awesome. Of course, it went by way too fast. We went and saw a comedy show. If you guys have not seen the comedian Kevin James Thornton, check him out. He is, oh my God, I was dying. He was so funny. He's also on TikTok. I'm not quite sure if he's on Instagram, but I know he has a TikTok account, and he was just, oh my God, he was so funny. And we're like right in the front, and the food was really good. And I normally don't drink, but I did have a watermelon margarita, and that was magical. Of course, it took me all night to drink it because I was, I don't want to be all lightheaded and wonky during this show. Yep, so that is that. So, anyway, like I said, this is the 4th year going on my channel. I have, I always have these goals that I like to set myself. One of the goals that I have for 2024 is I'm going to kind of piggyback on what my dear friend Shanta is doing, because I noticed like I'll do like the same, like a lot of the same artists or a lot of the same, a lot of Diamond Art Club. And I have such great kits from other companies as well, and I would really like to do them. So part of my goal, one of my goals is to try not to duplicate an artist. Now, obviously I'm going to duplicate the company, but I want to work on stuff that I have from artists that I've never worked on before. I have like almost every single Christopher Lavelle. I literally have not worked on one of them yet. Not one. And that's a shame, because he is probably my favorite artist that Diamond Art Club has licensed. I can't say enough good things because it's just super, super amazing. I am going to go up a little higher because I want to finish this color and the border. I probably won't do it for like all the colors, but for this border around the lettering, I want to get it done because they'll look kind of weird. So anyway, the new year is starting off well. 2023 ended okay, but definitely had its hiccups and bumps in the road for me. I'm really, really hoping that this year will be better and calmer, and things like that. Let's see what else. I am about ready for winter to be over. I really am. I'm just, oh my God, did you guys see that? I just like hit it and like flicked drills everywhere. I am so bad about that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I just want things to be better this year. And so far they will. I think it'll be a quieter year because I will not have I dropped a lot of stuff. I stepped down in 2023 as the president of Bella's Club swim team. I was the vice president for 2 years, and then I was the president for 2.5 years. And, Bella graduated and she had college practice and she had school and all this, and she started working. And so she wasn't going. Plus, there are, it was time to pass the torch. It really was. I didn't realize how, what am I doing? I'm trying to get that, I'm not even going to worry about that. Oh, that one little dime is going to drive me nuts. And I just bumped you guys. I'm so sorry. There we go. I'm just gonna lift this up just to get that one little dot. I'm so sorry, you guys. It was time to pass the torch. You know, there's parents that have there's new parents, they have young kids, and it's really time to, you know, you've got to do it. You can't, I realize you can't do it, and it was so hard, so hard for me to step down. But once I did and did a pass down and got everything all situated, I felt so much better. But I was like, no, I still, you know, I still want to be a part. I still want to help, blah, 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 and this and that. And that didn't last very long, because once I finally accepted and got used to not having all that extra responsibility, not constantly being on my email, you know, trying to get parents to volunteer, I'm telling you what, is just something else. It's just, how come parents don't want to help? They would just rather sit back and watch everybody else do it. But anyway, I'm not here for that. And then in January, there are elections. And so the person that took over, he said, do you still want to be like a member at large, like we're behind the scenes? And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? It's time. It really is. I said, I will always be here if you have questions, if you need anything, but it really needs to be a full board of parents who are going to be there all the time. And he understood, and he totally, supported that. But I said, if you need anything, I am here, because I have been in some sort of board member capacity since Bella was like 7. So it was a long time. Now I still am a swimming official, USA swimming official. In fact, there's a meet this weekend, but I'm only doing one day because I've also realized that I need a day in my weekend for myself just to relax and do nothing, or to do house stuff. And I don't get to do that, or I don't really have time to do that when I'm on the pool deck all day. And plus it's winter time. So yeah, I said, you get Saturday. I will be there on Saturday. But Sunday is my day. Yeah, we were supposed to go to a concert tomorrow night, or Friday night, to see Modern English. Is it Modern English? I don't think it's Modern English. No. What is it? Hold on. I need to get it. It's going to drive me crazy, you guys. Give me two seconds. See, I was close. Anyway, we were supposed to go see the English Beat. They're playing at a smaller club here in Fresno. But I got an email saying that uncontrollable circumstance, the band had to postpone. So I was kind of bummed about that. But now I'm just like, oh, because work has been doing the most. It really has. And I am pooped. I'm tired. Where is the 7? Here it is. So I'm just I'll get to relax, and I won't have to rush around. Oh, it was Saturday night, not Friday night. But anyway, now my Saturday night is free, and I'll be sitting here at diamond painting because I want to finish this up, because tomorrow, which is February 1st, when you guys will see this, is the first day of the Retro Cult Classic DP diamond painting event, hosted by Stacy from Stacy Ritzy Crafts, I think, and of course my dear friend Christopher Colassa. So there is a Facebook group. Go check it out. No new start required. So anyway, I have, like, to the side of me, I do have my canvas ready for that. It's kind of motivating me, and it's sticking to my goal. It is a new artist, a totally new company I've never worked on before, and I am excited. So now I'm going to try and mess with these ABs. So I found a trick. Who else knows this trick I'm about to say? So I saw that if you take a damp paper towel, which of course I don't have, and you put it in your tray, right? Or you wet, like here. You can even use spit if you wanted. And your ABs don't suck your wax out of your multi-placer. And I thought that was absolutely genius. And I was like, how did I not know that before? Because that's the one thing that makes me not like ABs, because like, who wants every 30 seconds their wax to be sucked out of their pen? I know I don't. I am excited though that these letters are all ABs though. That's gonna look nice. See, this is just I'm sorry if I sound tired, you guys. I definitely want this to be upbeat and exciting. Oh, I know what I want to say real quick before I get into the next topic. Thank you for all the love and the positive comments I get about the cats. I'm telling you, they are something else. And I do know that Christopher does get rather cross with me if there's no kitty cameos. But they have kind of been a really, really big part of the channel lately since I've had them. You know, some make, you know, we all know Lucipurr makes more cameos than the other two do. And then, of course, it's a rare sighting when Ivy, you know, graces us with her presence. But the positive, like, support and feedback I've gotten about it, I do not edit my videos. And if I do, it's only to insert pictures. I don't cut anything out. I don't shorten things. The only thing I do is if they're like multiple clips, I will fade them just so there's continuity and it doesn't sound like trash, basically. So I do appreciate that. I actually love it. I think it's absolutely adorable that they come out and they get, you know, they're curious. You know, cats are curious. They're nosy like their mama. They want to see what's going on, right? So that is a perfect segue to get into what is Miranda bringing. What is the channel bringing for 2024? Now, I had pondered this at least once a year about doing this, but I wanted to make sure that I could deliver on this and I could make it happen and not look like an idiot or disappoint people or just have the time, because I obviously want to provide quality content, right? It's the worst when you're watching a video and it's just like a hot bag of you know what, right? We are all a little bit of a hot mess, but when the entire video is just like disorganized or the thought process, the flow of conversation, of information being given, it's hard for me sometimes too, and I totally don't mean to do it, but it's like this instructor in me, the teacher in me, you know, when you're an instructor, you have to learn transitions and they count how many times you say and, or you don't have like a flow. It does not flow. And you have to be able to have smooth transitions from one subject to the next. So that's why I kind of, you know, wanted to talk about the cats, because they're a big influence about what I am going to do. I know you're probably like, girl, just say it. So I have decided after much thought, conversation, and consultation with friends and Bryant, because he also has a YouTube channel. Trust, it's not crafting at all, right? It's some dude stuff, but he's had a channel for like 10 years. So I totally value like his input and his feedback. Like when I do get something good, I get so excited. And the first thing I want to do is like share it with him. So anyway, I am starting a channel membership. I'm finally doing it. I wanted to launch it February 1st, but with the setup, there were a couple of things I didn't know how to do, and it's taken me a moment. So I felt the best thing to do, so that way I could be completely prepared and have this, you know, I can execute this flawlessly or as flawlessly as possible. Is it will kick off March 1st. So I do have some information, and it took me quite a while to kind of go over this. Think about what I wanted to and what I could deliver, what like I could offer and carry through. Because I don't want to like say, oh yeah, I'm going to do the A, B, C, D, and really only A and B get done. Yeah, that's not what I am trying to do at all. So let's talk about that. I'm so excited, you guys. So just like my dear friend Suzette, you know, we are, for those of you that are, go to her lives or who are channel members, she refers to us as her blossoms. Well, you guys, I'm going to refer to all of you or to whoever, and please note, please note that this is not mandatory at all. I am just as happy and excited for those of you who like, comment, and share, because it really helps out, and it's free. And I don't want anyone to feel pressured or obligated or anything like that. But I do want to go over what I'm going to offer, and then obviously you can make a decision. Now, real quick, I actually also went back and forth between, do I want to do a channel membership or do I want to do a Patreon? And so what I did is I put out a community post. I left it up for about a week because I really wanted as many people to be, if they see it, to have that opportunity, because I wanted, you know, feedback. And so the crowd spoke, the people spoke, and it was channel membership. The more I thought about it too, I was like, you know, it'll probably be better for right now anyway, because I won't have to manage two different, you know, I won't have just one less platform I will have to manage, and everything can be done through YouTube. So that is that. So what am I going to refer to everybody as? Well, since I have cats, I thought it would be fitting to say that this is my pride. The pride. That's what we all are. The pride. Just like, you know, in Lion King with the big cats. And so I'm going to offer 3 groups. Can you guys guess what the names of those groups are going to be? Please comment below and let me know, because I am curious. And it was like, to me, it was like a no-brainer. So there's going to be 3 different groups with 3 different price points. The first group, which will be the lowest tier group, is the Ivy group. The reason why the first group is the Ivy group is because, like I said, she does not make very many cameos. And this has nothing to do with people who choose this group if they're going to, you know, not participate or be like ghosts or whatever. I'm just basing it on Ivy doesn't really give us that much content, but when she does, it's a nice surprise, right? And as I go through my explanations a little bit more, you guys are going to see where I'm going with this. So what do you get in the Ivy group, right? What I'll be offering is, 1, help with future content. That is a big thing because I am so indecisive and you guys always have such great ideas. So help with future content. Next is your name on for like a screen credit on all the videos. I'll probably do it. I have to remake an intro because I haven't used one in forever, so I have to like start from scratch with that. But that's how that will work. But so your name will be on there unless you don't want it on there, and all you have to do is let me know, and I totally respect that. The third is exclusive voting power. I will be putting up lots of things to vote for, whether it be which company should I do next, or which canvas or which artist, or, you know, there's endless possibilities because unless I know 100%, I'm going to need help. And then I go back and forth. So I just figured it'd be easy for you guys to like either help me out or basically just tell me. Tell me which one that I should do. And then last, it will be peek behind the scenes and bonus content like pictures and posts. Like if I see something fun and I want to share it, and things like that. Now, just want to put out there that if you choose not to do one, you're still going to get content from me. It's not like going to be a ghost town and I'm be like, oh no, only these channel members get this, get some sort of content. No, but it will just be like a little bit more personable. So those are the 4 items that you will get in the Ivy group. Help with future content, name, screen credit on the videos, all videos, exclusive voting power, and peek behind the scenes with bonus content, pictures, and posts. And that will be 5, no. Do I have it as, I think it's $3.99. Yeah, I think that's $3.99 a month, I believe. Now, the next group does jump up a little bit just to let you guys know. The next group is the Neo group. And it's the Neo group because, you know, he makes an appearance a little more often than his sister Ivy. And so he is going to be the next group. And what is offered in the Neo tier. So everything that's in the Ivy tier will also be in the Neo tier. But then, in addition, you will get weekly vlogs, like a video log or a blog, depending on my schedule and what I have time for, but it will be one of those. And then early access to content. So, like unbox, like all videos you will get early access to. Whether it's the night before or it just depends on when I can get it filmed, but you will have some sort of early access to it before everybody else will. And that tier is $9.99. All right. The last group is none other than the Lucipurr group. And if you've been following me for a while, you guys know that Lucipurr is, he's something else. He really is. He does the most. He's literally the star of the show. I just watch the camera and hit record. He's literally that's what he is. So what do you get with Lucipurr? So you will get everything in the Ivy and the Neo tier. And in addition to that, we'll be doing, I'll be doing either a monthly live, or if I can figure it out, I'll set up a Zoom and we can do a monthly Zoom. So either a monthly live or Zoom. And member only videos. So there'll be certain things. This is going to give the most, you know, each tier will be a little bit, you know, more into my life and what I do, besides just diamond paint. But the Lucipurr tier, you guys, it will be more personable, and much more what's going on. Before I even thought about doing this, I noticed that certain things I shared in my life really, you know, some of that stuff I was kind of like, you know what, I don't know if I really want to share all of this, especially now that my kids are older, and their views on certain things. So I had a big discussion about that. They, you know, they weren't mad or anything, I brought it up and asked them because I want them to feel comfortable. You know, I already spoke to Gina. She is totally fine with, you know, Rowan being with me on it because she's, you know, it's not like she's on there by herself. So we got all that ironed out. And last but not least, in the Lucipurr tier, I like to give back. And I'll be offering quarterly gifts to mail out. That is only if you feel comfortable with me having your home address, so I can mail things out. So there might be certain things. I know a lot of the times when I, you know, am on looking at small shop hauls or when I'm doing stuff, I'm like, oh my God, like what if I find something really cool? That's something that maybe I'll want to share with you guys. And not just like, oh, look what I found, but it's my way of paying it forward. So if I really, really like something, I'm going to want you guys to all try it out and see what you all think. So I already have some ideas. Now, what else? Everyone's going to get a membership badge next to them based off their tier. I am still, that's one of the reasons it got delayed, because I didn't know I had to make those on my own. And it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. And I believe, because I don't know how Suzette did it, because I know I like each tier has like a different flower next to their name. So my goal, so if you're in the Ivy group, I'm attempt to put a picture of Ivy next to you, next to your name, like when it comes up in chats and stuff like that. Neo, and then of course Lucipurr will be by the name, but I still have to figure that out. And like I said, another reason I am waiting until March 1st, because I just want to make sure that things are as flawless as possible, you know, because I am kind of nervous. I want to make sure that I can give you guys everything that I say that I can, because then if I can't, I'm going to feel like trash. But I think that I've set these goals realistically. Obviously, if this is successful for me and I get more creative, I can always add more bennies to each tier, right? So that is my big announcement, you guys, for the channel for 2024. I am really excited to see, you know, if I can do it and I'm successful, and another way, you know, to be super, super close. I really hopefully can get the Zoom thing going, because then we can all really, really talk and become more personal, get to know each other better and things like that. So, so anyway, I'm not sure if I said that, but the Lucipurr tier will be $14.99. And, you know, these are just some ideas I had, because I might do more than I have down here, but this is something I just wanted to start off with slow, because I can add to, I just cannot take away, and I don't ever want to take stuff away from you guys at all. I want to add it, but I also don't want to get in over my head and not be able to deliver it to you when it's supposed to be. Yep. Oh, goodness. I'm almost done with these ABs. They are so awesome. They're fitting together so well. Of course, what I have to do is to get the rest of it, because there was some plastic I didn't quite get. So you guys, what do you think? Is this something that you'd be interested in? I definitely will be excited about that. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Now, like I said, I'm going to really reiterate this, and I don't want you to think that I'm being mean or anything, or not mean, but I'm being firm with this. Do not feel obligated. Do not, you don't even have to say anything. If it's something that you just cannot do, then please, I still invite you to do all this other stuff You know, I'm going to try to go live more often for everyone. There's a lot of stuff that I have planned to do better. Each year, you know, we need to grow. There's certain things that were asked of me. I hope you're going to do this. I hope you're going to do that. And I do write that down so that way I don't forget. Because I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to see what you want to see from me. And sometimes, you know, I am human. Sometimes I just need that gentle nudge of, hey, Miranda, you know, you said that you were going to do this. And I'm be like, you know what? You are right. And I'm a dirtbag. And so that's what we're going to do. I need to get a little hat. I need to get the hashtag. That looks cute, right? What do you guys think? These ABs are nice. I'm telling you guys, try the damp paper towel on your wax, on your multi-placer. It works. It really, really does. And it makes diamond painting with ABs like so much nicer. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. When you guys see this, I will be like either on my way or at work, depending on when you guys see it, because I am just over it. I need like a month off of doing like nothing except what I want to do. Eventually, I think that I can make that happen, but not anytime soon, because good Lord, I can't save any vacation to save my ding-dang life at all. At all. Where's that other? I know I have another bag. Is that a 738? It is. I need to add this bag because I am running low. But yeah, you guys, can I see? All right. Well, you know what? I am so surprised I talked for this long. We are rolling up on 56 minutes right here. So I think this will be a good place to end. You know, I wanted to share with you guys what I have been thinking about. This has been for a while, and I just had to get the courage, maybe. I don't know about courage, but just the motivation and believe in myself that I could do this. And so now I said it, and that is, oh my goodness, what's going on? I hope I don't regret this. No, I won't. I'm just talking crap. I won't. I'm very, very excited. I'm sure once I get the nitty gritty all figured out, it won't be that bad at all. And I'm going to be like worried for nothing. And I'll be like, why were you tripping, Miranda? Because it's popping, it's on, right? You did it. You made it happen. So, did I put that on the right thing? Is that a hashtag? Oh, it is. This is a number sign. Good. So, what do you guys think? I am going to have to skedaddle, though, because it is getting late, and I have been talking your ear off for almost a complete hour. So, remember, March 1st, the channel membership will start. You guys will be in join my pride. And let's have some fun. I'm so, so excited. Please, 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 down below, please let me know your thoughts. Any ideas of what I should add, what you would like to see, so that way I can, if this all goes well, I can add this to the perks that have already been, that I already established. So you guys, I got an all right amount done, considering that I'm super slow when I talk. But I'm going to get out of your hair right now. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day and your week. And I will see you in the next video. So remember, be safe and be kind. Bye.